Okay guys, we have a little bit of a book haul. We're gonna start with the three that are in here. Today, August 24th, is like National like book something day. I don't know, I sent it to my boyfriend. It was something and I was like, make the book person in your life a little book basket. So he knows that like I won't really use the basket, so he got me a tote bag. So yay. And then he got me 3 books. I had been sending him these books for like forever because I got them on TikTok shop. Not TikTok shop, I saw them on TikTok, and then he just went and bought them on Amazon because it would get here quicker. And it is these 3 books. It's the trilogy. We have The Sunken City, and they're all by Emma V.R. Noyes. We have The Sunken City, The Fallen Witch, oh my god, the freaking dust, The War of Shadows, not dust but like the extra like material that's on the pages, that's what's coming out. Like look at these covers, this looks like Arabian Nights, right? Like Jasmine and Aladdin, but under the sea. Look at that, like they're so nice, literally so nice. Whoever created this art ate, snapped, and everything. Look at that, like it's so nice. Sorry, just trying to take off the little excess thingamabobbers. And then this is book 1, which is The Sunken City, and it kind of looks like Atlantis, you know. And then the boat, and this is based in the Caribbean, and it's about pirates and witches. She's an orphan and she's like with a pirate crew, and I think she ends up there's a storm and she's plunged into the bottom of the sea, into this world, and the king is like, you're my child, but the king hates magic, but they could do magic. So I'm like, what's going on? But she's like, I'm a pirate. She's like, I'm a pirate, not a witch, but she's actually a witch, I think. So exciting. So we got those 3 books inside of the tote, and like honestly the cutest totes, because you could grab it like this or you could just grab it like a regular tote bag. So super cute, and it's cherries and pink, and the cherries are like hearts. Like, yes please. I'll throw that over there. And then we have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. I always thought The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was book 1, but I guess it was until he did like the prequels and stuff like that. So we have The Magician's Nephew, which is book 1, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is book 2, The Horse and His Boy, which is book 3, Prince Caspian, which is book 4, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I don't know why I said treater, Treader, and then The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. I had been seeing booktubers like what is Chloe's name now on her channel? It used to be Books with Chloe Bunny, with Caitlin Bunny, that they were reading it because she's never read it. And I'm like, I've never read it and I've never really watched the movies. I saw once like a little bit of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like the first Narnia one, and that's it. That's all I've watched. So I wanted to pick them up, and then my coworker was like, oh my god, I've never read them. If you read them, let somebody read them. And I was like, say less queen. So I went on Amazon and I ordered the box set, and it was like $30, 31 something, but it also had a $5 coupon, so it ended up being 26 something for all 7 books. And like the MSRP, I guess that's what it is, it's $63.93. So it was nice. That's why we stay on Amazon sometimes. And then she's been we got to Narnia because she's been telling me that I need to read this series. She's like, I think it's better than Harry Potter, and I'm like, what? Because I love Harry Potter, even though Harry Potter's not my favorite. My favorite is Percy Jackson. That's personal choice. But she's been telling me to read the Historic Materials series by Philip Pullman. So we have these 3. I guess the MSRP is $28.97, but I got it for 14 something. So it is 3 books. I guess it's a show on Hulu. We have the first one, which is The Golden Compass. The second one, which is The Subtle Knife. And the third one, which is The Amber Spyglass. So this is fun. Like, I'm excited to read. So all I know is that she says it starts off with someone being like poisoned right from the beginning. So I'm like, shoot, say less, queen. I'm gonna read them. She's like, I love them. But yeah, so we've got a good amount of children's ones there. I don't know if the Sunken City is like YA or if it's adult. We'll see, I guess, once we go into it. And then my sister-in-law, I guess, went to Target. I don't know if she bought it and she read it first or she just got it for me, but she got me A Month of Sundays by Courtney Peppernell. And I love reading Courtney Peppernell because she just talks a lot about like anxiety and stuff like that, like mental health. So I do like her poetry. This is my favorite kind of style of poetry, the ones that talks about mental health and like people struggling, and just, you know, because it feels relatable because I deal with it. So I'm very happy this is her new book, A Month of Sundays. And I just finished reading 2 of her books, which were Watering the Soul and Time Will Tell. I've also read Pillow Thoughts by her. Pillow Thoughts, the first one. I know there's a couple, but that's the one I've read. So we've got this one. Then I finished Done and Dusted and I gave it 3.75. I like really enjoyed it. It's just like the smut scenes were just very awkward and weird for me. I was like not vibing. So I got Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, which is book 2, and it's about her brother Wes. So I'm excited. Like, I'm genuinely so excited. Like, I was like, I need to go to Barnes & Noble and get it ASAP. So I went to Barnes & Noble and got it ASAP. Duh. And then my boyfriend, this is the last book, got me. You can tell he feeds my book buying. He got me this one because we went to Target and we did like a little challenge. And he got me Butcher and Blackbird, which is like serial killer, 2 serial killers that like I guess eventually end up falling in love, but they end up working together and being friends, and they're serial killers that kill serial killers. So I'm excited to read Butcher and Blackbird, and I've heard really great things about this one. Book 2 they say is not as good, but book 1 I've heard great things about, so like I'm so excited to read this. I'm gonna stop this now because my camera is going to turn off because it's the battery thing is flashing. It's like, girl. So we're gonna turn this off, and yeah, I might not read today, but that's okay. That's a fine point. I had been going through like a really bad reading slump this month. It's currently September 29th and I've only finished 2 books, and they were both via audiobooks, and it was Stalking Jack the Ripper, which I gave 3 stars to, and the other one was The Magician's Nephew, which is the first book in the box set of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I also gave it 3 stars. It was really enjoyable. I enjoyed both books. And I had been in a slump and I just haven't been able to like physically pick up a book, and like it's just not in me. I'm like, I don't want to. I really just don't want to. But yesterday I went to the Everglades with my friend, her boyfriend, and my boyfriend because they were gonna fish and then we were gonna read. So we didn't read for that long. I think it was like at most like maybe an hour. And I took the book Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, which is book 2 in the Rebel Blue Ranch novel. I read Done and Dusted and I gave it 3.75, but the more I think about it, it is like a 4 stars. I am on page 59, which is chapter 9. I've only read like this much, so not a lot, but I am obsessed with the book. I love it so much. Honestly, I'm excited to pick up her 3rd book, which is with Gus. I'm just so excited. So this book follows Wes and Ada. I'm not sure, it's ADA. I'm not sure if it's Ada or Ada. I say Ada, but I'm not 100% sure. Wes is the brother of Emmy, which was in book 1, Emmy and Brooks. So we're following them, and I love that each of the books, like the main characters have like a mental health disorder. In book 1 she suffers from like panic attacks and stuff like that, and in book 2 Wes has depression. And honestly, I'm gonna read this to you guys because I don't suffer from depression, but I have extremely severe anxiety, so I really resonated with this, even though it's not from the depression point of view like stance, but from the anxiety stance. So Wes says, I'd been diagnosed with major depressive disorder about 5 years ago. At this point I learned to live with it, and I had a regimen: medication, therapy, physical activity that worked for me, which meant that things didn't get as dark as they used to. It's why I liked to draw. Drawing helped my brain be kinder to me. So I love drawing and coloring and painting just because I feel I can really just like get distracted and like just, you know, go through life basically. And then he goes, logically, I had the depression bull by the horns. Logically, I also feel like I have my anxiety under control sometimes, but it's really never been under control, and I don't know if it'll ever be. He says, but depression wasn't a logical disease, just like anxiety. It was an unexpected cold front in the middle of July. It was impossible to predict, which meant that I spent much of my time worrying about when the other shoe was going to drop. Not if, but when. I would sink into another dark hole and have to decide to claw my way out of it. I get into like my anxiety dark holes too, which I just spiral and then I just literally push everyone out and just I can't, you know. So I felt that. You know, when I was happy, I was thinking about when I wouldn't be. Honestly, it was exhausting. It took up so much of my brain, even though I recognized that there wasn't very much I could do about it. That's what I meant when I said that my brain didn't feel like my own sometimes. It felt like it belonged to my mental illness instead, and frankly that sucked. So I too don't feel like my brain belongs to me. It belongs to my mental illness. Like I say, a lot of the times I don't feel like I'm me. I feel like I'm anxiety. She takes the reins most of the time, and it sucks because sometimes I'm happy, but I'm like, when is that like anxiety gonna come back and just ruin my time? You know, when am I gonna start focusing on the future again rather than enjoying the present? Because I focus a lot on the future and I don't enjoy the present, and I'm constantly worried about the future. And then when things work out, I'm like, great, but what if this happens later on the road? So I understood Wes a lot, and I really love that it's the man that's going through that, because a lot of men go through that, but it's not really spoken about, and that's why like the suicide rate with men is so much higher. So I really like that they're bringing that to light. Obviously she's going through her things too, but I really like that they highlighted that. So I honestly love these books by Lila Sage. I don't know if she has any other series, but if she does, and if they're anything like this, I want to read it. I'm like dying. I think the next book comes out in November, I think, or October. I'm gonna look, and honestly I'm gonna get it and just read it, even though these give more like spring and summer vibes. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that and honestly just read this book. Like last time when I read Done and Dusted, I was in a very nicely dug anxiety hole. So, you know, it was hard, and I was actually able to focus on that book when I'm not able to focus on anything when I have anxiety. And this one like is just also like helping me through this like reading slump. So I think her books are like literally perfect for me, and I think Lila Sage is one of my new favorite authors, and I've only read 1 and 58 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I am loving the book so far. She well, Wes is the brother, and they own Rebel Blue Ranch, and he's trying to turn the old house into a bed and breakfast, and she is the like interior decorator and designer. So yeah, and she was married, but she got into that marriage when she didn't want to, and they got divorced, and she's like, well, am I making mistakes again? So we're gonna see where this goes. I am loving the book. Honestly, I've been recommending Done and Dusted, and now Swift and Saddle too, even though like I said I'm only 58 pages in. Like, we're nowhere near into the book, and I already love Wes and Ada, so 100% recommend this, guys. 100%. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to continue reading today. Maybe I do a little bit later, but I am just so excited for this. Like, so excited, guys. So I 100% recommend, and then I'll keep you guys updated with how the book goes. This quick little update. So I bought 2 of my most anticipated books of the year. I had 3 that I was like really like I need, and it was these 2 and also the next book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, but that comes out next month. So that's a next month problem. That's a November problem. But I had forgotten that these came out. I forgot that like this one came out like September something. I literally totally forgot. So the first one is Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Senior Year Adventures, Book 2. So Wrath of the Triple Goddess. And it's such a stunning edition. The book is like this like sage green. I literally love it. And these are the end pages. So this is the second book in like his new, I guess, like Percy Jackson. I'm assuming it's a trilogy. I think it comes out as a duology, but I think it's a trilogy because I think he needs to get 3 recommendation letters, and I think each book is a recommendation letter. So I'm assuming there's gonna be a third one that'll hopefully come out next year. I hope I really like this one. I feel like the last one wasn't, I think it's the Chalice of the Gods, it wasn't as high stakes as like the previous ones. Obviously the other ones were like they were trying to save the world. Here he's just trying to get letters of recommendation, so I understand why they're not as high stakes. But what I really loved was like the high stakes stuff. But I do still love like their humor, and like Percy is just so witty, and like I honestly love him. So yeah, I'm excited. You see, like the first chapter is called I Have an Accident at the Principal's Office. Like, come on, we love. So I'm very excited. I saw it at Barnes & Noble today and I was like, oh, I forgot it had come out. So I picked it up. She's gorgeous. And then the other one that I had forgotten, it came out and I saw it, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Tuesday on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, it came out. And it's Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've read all of her YA novels, so this is the only one I haven't read. These are her YA ones, and honestly I love them. I love how they're so like Taylor Swift coded and stuff like that. I love them. Better Than the Movies is my favorite one out of like all of her YA ones, and then it's The Do-Over, and then obviously Betting on You. So I think in the order they were released, basically from favorite to least favorite. So I hope this one's up there. I am excited to read it. So I don't know if she ends up with Wes again. I'm hoping they did, and I love how it has a little like rom-com things, and I'm just so excited. And my favorite thing about Lynn Painter books is that at the end of the book, before the acknowledgements, she has a track list and a Spotify link, so you can literally listen to like the playlist she makes for the book while reading the book. So iconic. I'm so excited. I have 2 YA books to pick up. And then okay, so I'm on page 187, which means I have a little bit less than 100 pages left. Well, it's 285, so I have like roughly 100 pages left of Swift and Saddled, and I'm loving it. I still love it. I think it is a 4-star read for me, just because like the smut scenes make me kind of uncomfy, and I feel like in other books I don't mind too much, and this one is less uncomfy than Done and Dusted. Just like the things that they say, like in Done and Dusted he was like sugar and all stuff, and I don't like that. If personally you like that, then all power to you, but I don't. So but yeah, I am excited to finish this book soon. I don't think I'm finishing it this weekend unless I finish it on Sunday, just because I have a lot of stuff to do. Today is currently Thursday, and tomorrow I have a good amount of stuff to do. Maybe I can read a little bit after work, maybe a little bit at work, we'll see. But this weekend is a little bit jam-packed because tomorrow after work we're gonna go to one of my best friend's storage unit to get out all the Halloween decorations, and then we're gonna go buy the food and stuff, and like the stuff that we're gonna do is like the fun stuff. We're gonna buy that tomorrow, so that because on Saturday we're having our little Halloween friends party where we get like all spooky, we all dress up. This year we're doing Monster High. I am Cleo Daniil, so I'm very excited for that, and it's just gonna be a fun, good time. So that's gonna be on Saturday, and we're starting at 2, and then we have to set up, so we'll probably start setting up at 1 just to like really have time to just have a fun spooky day. So I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I don't know when I'll finish this. Like I said, maybe I could on Sunday at some point, but hopefully I do finish it this weekend, just because it's less than 100 pages. It's 98 pages, I think. So it could be done. I could get it done, but let's see. So we have a cute little stack here. Honestly, the colors all go beautifully together. And then these are my little Halloween spooky. I have more, but this is the last one I got. And I drew one of these pages with you guys the other day. I think it was this one. No. It was this one. I had forgotten I did this one. So we have the human stories. And then I did this one the other day. Just like a little quick one. So we have this book, which I love. And then my boyfriend got me that one. And then he also got me this one. Just because he knows I love these books. And I like spooky ones. Like, look at how cute those pages are. Like, am I right? This is an example of the pages here. Oh, that one's cute. That one was already colored. I could have got an inspo off of that one. And then I ordered myself this one, Spooky Moments, and this is what the back looks like. Honestly, the picture that I saw online and really sold it to me was them on like a pirate ship. And I was like, yeah, I love pirates. So, let me see if I find it. It should be somewhere here. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Right here. So, it's booby. Okay, so that's it. That was my little update. And then this vlog is probably gonna finish when I finish Done and Dusted. So I only read one book in this vlog, but that's okay because we did other stuff. We did other stuff, so it's fine. Guys, just to finish off the video super quick. I finished Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I like not highlighted but underlined a couple of parts, so I have to tab it. But I basically finished the book. I thought it was 4 stars. I loved the little bits and pieces where they talked about like mental health, because that's such a big thing to me. Like right now I'm in a really bad place with my anxiety. So I don't know what these books have in them, what she puts in them, but these are the only books I can like stomach reading when I have anxiety. So I am like so excited for the next book. It has an excerpt right here. It's called Lost and Lassoed. I feel like it might be one of my favorites just because Teddy and Gus's banter is so nice. I wonder if there's going to be any mental health stuff incorporated into that one, just because in the first one the sister, which was Emmy, had anxiety, and the brother, which is Wes, in this one has depression. So I don't know if Gus has something or if Teddy does. She also experiences like trauma, but I don't think she like has like a certain thing. So I really love these books. I think whatever Lila Sage is doing, she needs to keep it up and keep doing it, even if it's just not cowboy romances. But I love she incorporates mental health in here. So I wonder if she has, you know, if she struggles with her mental health too. I think that'd be really cool to look into. But I literally love that she does that, and I love these books. Like, I recommend Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled so much. They're not perfect for me, but I do really enjoy them. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next video.